All right, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's always great to do a live stream with you guys. If you're new here, thanks for coming out. My name is Kyle Hancherik, and tonight the theme for the stream is Father's Choice. Since we just celebrated Father's Day, I'd like to do a yearly stream where my dad picks out either the entire set list or most of it. Tonight it is most of it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Let me know that you're out there. It's always good to speak to you guys. I'm going to start off with Windsong tonight. I see you dancing there, but there's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me, and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, so breathe it in. And so we begin in the corner of your own little room. It's like roses in bloom. Breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me. Let it run free. There is no shame. Feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive. Feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine. And now just let it flow from your depths into mine. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, so breathe it in. And so we begin in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom. Breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance and to the soundtrack of your life. So you know, if the tension ever grows, then come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace, so breathe it in. And so we begin in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom. I breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, so that was Windsong, and we're already one song in, and we've already got several people making their presence known in the chat here. We got my mom speaking from my dad here. Dad has great taste in music. That's where you get it from. That is very true. That is very true. My dad grew up on all the 70s acoustic singer-songwriters like Jackson Browne and James Taylor and people like that, and he passed that on to the rest of us, and that's how I got the folk music blood in here. I see Twigs is here. Thank you so much for tuning in, Twigs. I'm glad you could make it out. Our friend Joe Aiken is joining us. Always great to see you. My sister Kat is joining us from Buffalo. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Okay, so Continuing on, most of the songs tonight were requested by my dad, and you'll get a little bit of a taste in some of my dad's taste in music. But first I'm going to do a couple more originals for you. This is Chasing Her Dream. Takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, the constant song ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. It's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. It's chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. Chasing her dream, just chasing her dream. She packs her bags and she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away. She's chasing her dream, chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eye is on her as she spins around, but he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. Lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. 'Cause late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. A sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream, chasing her dream, heaven only knows what it will lead. It's chasing her dream, she's chasing her dream. All right, so that was Chasing Her Dream. I'll do one more original song that I added to the set, and then we'll get to the stuff that my dad requested. My mom said she's moving over to YouTube because it sounds better, apparently. That is usually the case when it comes to these. If you want a higher quality stream, if it's the same for you, sound is not that great, then go over to the YouTube channel. Just go over there and search Kyle Hancherek, and the stream should be up there. If you want to have a little bit higher quality, you can still watch the show from there and comment from Facebook if you desire. So that is always an option. So thanks for tuning in regardless. It's always great to have you guys with me. All right, this is Build This City. In Patterson on the bread box line, he lost his home on his own time. She rules the bright light serenade with a child at her promenade. Theater man in the tightest jeans, a husband sick in bed asleep. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Innocence with charcoal skin, his brother shot by a blue man's tin. A mother trapped in a textile mill risks her hand for her mouths to fill. Concrete towers proud and tall, how many iron workers fall. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. We used to be a solemn land, planted firmly in the stand. Our shops were called our conscience hid. Wake up to see just what they did. They ripped apart the prophet's tongue, and the murderer is free to run. The gambler hits the slope in stride, climbing up to the money's high. The working man has a beggar's kiss. God knows we are better than this. So from the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. 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 All right, so that was Build This City. Now we'll get to the stuff that my dad wanted to hear tonight. Again, this is our Father's Day special stream, Father's Choice, where my dad picks out most of the set list for tonight. And I'm sorry, I'm sweating, but I did have to turn off the air conditioner in here because it does make a lot of noise. And you'd be able to hear it very, very clearly, probably more clearly than my voice. But nonetheless, show goes on. Not the first time I've done a sweaty show. That includes live streams. So This is a song my dad requested. This is a song that I co-wrote with a friend of mine named Robert Walden. And he's almost 80 years old, and he lives out in San Diego. And he used to work as a guidance counselor in New Jersey for high school. And this song was about an incident with one of the kids that he used to counsel. This song is called Fun and Games. You can live a lifetime only in a moment. Hit the brakes at 17. When the choices that you make and the chances that you take set your life apart at the seams. Ever since that day I hide my past away so I never have to see it again. The peak of my despair in the pictures and the beer that we shared and a life contained. It was all fun and games till the light turned black in the middle of the day. It was all fun and games till the drunken answers just got in the way. It was all fun and games till the ice called out his name. Slipping in the snow and we're sliding off the road and we're driving towards a tower tree. I look off to my right, the blood has left his eyes in a last stop sobriety. Time is standing still, it's flying off the hill. I can feel my life closing in. I wake up with the sun, they tell me he was gone and I'm never gonna see him again. It was all fun and games till the light turned black in the middle of the day. It was all fun and games until the drunken answers just got in the way. It was all fun and games till the ice called out his name. Too many words left unsaid. Feelings invade my head. 7 willow trees standing wilted and weak after 7 years gone by. This burden drags me down like a chained up angry hound. It drains the strength I need to cry. Now this basement is my home, trapped inside my broken soul. I see no future and no hope. Wish it wasn't him, but I'm glad it wasn't me. That's why the guilt surrounds me so. That's why the guilt surrounds me so. It was all fun and games until the light turned black in the middle of the day. It was all fun and games until the drunken answers just got in the way. It was all fun and games till the light turned black in the middle of the day. It was all fun and games until the drunken answers just got in the way. It was all fun and games till the ice called out his name. It was all fun and games till the ice called out his name. All right, so that was Fun and Games. The next song is by Ellis Paul. And it's definitely a favorite song for the both of us. We've always thoroughly enjoyed this one. It's definitely a crowd favorite at his shows. So, here we go. found you sitting on a suitcase crying. Beneath my feet I feel the rumble of a subway train. Yeah, I laugh out loud 'cause it's the one thing I hadn't been trying. Yeah, yeah. The train came in breathless, the passengers restless. You say, baby, you'll never change. You gotta get going, you gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. It sounds like a song, it hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your head. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah. Out on the sidewalk, pigeons do the moonwalk. I'll be dancing like Fred Astaire. The lampposts are rocking, the whole town's talking like a fool in a barber's chair. And I get the sensation, the joy and frustration, like getting caught by a drop of cold rain. Freedom can numb you when there's no place to run to. It feels just like Novocaine. You gotta get going, you gotta get going. And the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out, it's calling out to you. Sounds like a song, it hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah. You pack up all your handbags, you've thrown off the sandbags. I let go and you step free. I didn't want to lose you. You said you didn't choose to. It's just how your karma came. But thanks for the vision and the 2020 wisdom. You hit me like a southbound train. You gotta get going, you gotta get going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out, it's calling out to you. It sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with colors squeezed from your head. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go? Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go? Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah, the world ain't slowing down. Yeah, it's a big blue world. It's a big blue world. Riding on a big blue world. Oh, all right. Thanks again. That was The World Ain't Slowing Down by Ellis Paul. And what's this here? What did Twigs? Paul will be proud of you. Great song on his song. Well, Ellis knows I play it. He knows I play that song. I've done a duet with him at a show back in 2017 with that song, Close Out a Night, where he played and I opened for him. And I played it solo for him as well. Now, We're going to do something a little different. Now we're going to really detune the guitar here for this next song. For any guitar nerds who are wondering, I'm tuned to an open C suspended second. That's what the bottom note there is. And I got the capo on 4 for this one. This is a Bob Dylan tune from back in the 60s. The version that I'm going to do is the version that was done by Martin Simpson. Here's hoping I remember how to play this guitar part. It's been a little while. Sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. There's something I can send you from across the sea, from the place that I'll be landing. No, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love. Nothing I'm wishing to be owning. You just carry yourself back to me unspoiled from across that lonesome ocean. But I just thought you might long want something fine, made of silver or of golden, either from the mountains of Madrid or from the coast of Barcelona. But if I had the stars from the darkest night and the diamonds from the deepest ocean, I would forsake them all for your sweet kiss. For that's all I'm wishing to be owning. Might be gone for such a long, long time. It's only this I am asking. There's something I can send you to remember me by, to make your time more easy passing. But how can you ask me again? It only brings me sorrow for the same thing I would want today, I would want again tomorrow. I got a letter on a lonesome day. It's from her ship sailing. It said, I don't know when I'll be coming back again. It depends on how I'm feeling. But if you, my love, must think that way, I'm sure your mind is roaming. I am sure your thoughts, they are not with me, with the country to where you're going. So take heed of the western wind, take heed of the stormy weather. And yes, there's something you can send back to me, Spanish boots of Spanish leather. Yes, there is something you can send back to me, Spanish boots of Spanish leather. All right, so that was Martin Simpson's version of Boots of Spanish Leather by Bob Dylan. It's a favorite of mine, has been for years. And is that true, Twigs, that World Ain't Slowing Down was written with Christian Bush? I didn't know that. I'm not sure if that's true, because if Christian Bush had co-wrote it, I would think that Sugar Land would have tried to record it. But I don't think they did. I know several country artists have tried to cover that song. I know Jack Ingram took a stab at it, and Tim McGraw. I don't know if Sugar Land did. Because I know that is a hit country song in the making, no doubt about it. And of course, it was in the Jim Carrey movie, Me, Myself, and Irene. So it already has some legs. All right, but moving on here. Bringing out the old Crackit guitar for the rest of the set here. Another original song. What did Twig say here? You could be right. Might have been another one. I know Paul and him are very close friends. Ellis pretty much brought him up in Atlanta. And he went on to be a big selling country artist. Suddenly, Ellis Paul was opening up for him. Yeah, Christian Bush is a great songwriter. But here's another original song from me that my dad wanted to hear. This one's going to be on the next record. This is called Our Satisfaction. Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light to some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit the road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, All right, thanks again. That was our satisfaction. We're going to roll right into the next song here. This is Baltimore. The TV shows you an illusion. There's a darker side of town. Tremble at the thought of being next in line as the higher powers pound. Lucky ones sweat out the city jail, the others blaze a rosewood, brown and blood red trail. Baltimore, can you hear children crying? Baltimore, singing, let the revolution pass through Baltimore. skids through these poor man's streets. We just let them have their fun. His hands are tied, his body's loose against his floor and walls. That'll teach him not to run. Head to Great Bar and he's gone. Blue skies turn to gray as his soul passes on. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. These martyrs leave their sidewalks wounded and stained. It's up to us to summon down the cleansing rain. Their names are stapled to our chests. We won't stop till they can rest. Baltimore, can you hear your children crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Baltimore, can you hear the country crying? Baltimore, can you hear the people singing? Let the revolution pass through Baltimore. Revolution pass through Baltimore. All right, that was Baltimore. That's off of my latest record called Breathe. That's the opening track for that one there. Here's another original tune. This one has not been released yet, but I have been playing it for quite a while on these live streams. So I'll keep that going there for you for this song here. This is called I Saw My Child. I saw my child in a clearing in the rain, so clear and yet so dark. Despite the storm that creeps from the distance, he flies like a meadowlark. The eagle soars, the thunder roars. I saw my child as innocence blinds him. Lightning takes its mark. I saw my child as he willingly fell in the arms of a docile beast. A gentle smile betrays the hunger, and sharpened swords on his teeth. Generations poor have let this monster roar. I saw my child as it woke from its slumber. Into his flesh it sinks. I saw my child as he raised his hand, asking for peace and for love. The guard he laughs and orders his men to stone, to shame and to shove. Broken and resigned, he gets back in line. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. All right. Well, thanks again. That was I Saw My Child. This is a reminds you of Dan Fogelberg sound. That's pretty nifty. I can kind of hear it too in songs like Leader of the Band and Longer. It's not what I modeled the song after. The song was actually modeled a little bit way by the cover of Julie Miller's Broken Things that Red Molly does. The guitar part that Laurie McAllister does is very similar to that in a lot of different ways. But moving right along, this is another cover tune. I'll do a couple of cover tunes in a row. This first one is by Anja Duvakot. This is a traveling song. This is called Long Way. We bid our friends goodbye and promised we would write them, and headed north up 95. Into the great unknown we turned up our stereo. I felt so reckless and alive. We didn't know who we would be. We didn't know where we would end up when we headed down that road. A little food and our guitars in the backseat and that old cello, one that would get stolen at a town in Idaho. And it's a long way to Michigan and back, and it's a long way. Yes, it's a long way. The clouds upon our backs, well, it's a long, 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 long way. And I have never seen reflections of the cleanest of blue as in Minnesota lakes. Those were the darkest nights of wood smoke and northern lights as we talked until the morning came. The light of glowing embers, as sweet as I remember, among the rustling of the trees. The legend of the harvest moon and sweet ballad of the loon, I felt as ancient as I was meant to be. And it's a long way to Tennessee and back, well, it's a long way. Yes, it's a long way. Clouds upon our backs, well, it's a long, 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 long way. you from a payphone in windy cold Missoula, then from Midland in the rain. No place as proud and sad as the South Dakota Badlands. It touched me more than I could explain. A dirt poor reservation where the Oglala Nation tries to hang on to its ways. A feather and peyote pipe, a 6-pack of Miller Lite sits on the dashboard of a beat-up Chevrolet, and it's a long way to Washington and back. Well, it's a long way. It's a long way on the worn-out heels of Kerouac. It's a long, 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 long way. Out in California, we touched the other ocean, and I still have that jar of sand. In the Arizona desert, the sky goes on forever. You'd never seen a thing as grand. North of Montana was cold. She keeps her secrets frozen under glaciers way up north. People have got lost up there in the home of the grizzly bear. You can ask the mountain, but the mountain doesn't care. And it's a long way to Delaware and back. Well, it's a long way. Yes, it's a long way. The clouds upon our backs. Well, it's a long, 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 long way. Yes, it's a long way. On the worn-out heels of Kerouac, it's a long, 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 long way. All right, thank you so much. Once again, that was Long Way by Anja Duvakot. And I see that my friend Bruce T. Carroll is joining us in the chat. Hello, Bruce. I haven't had a chance to talk to you in a while. A song, I Saw My Son. I Saw My Child is the name of the song. And yes, that is one that I wrote. It hasn't been released yet, but it'll be on my next album, which I'm hoping to have out by October. We'll see how things goes along that front. But it's great to see you again, Bruce. Thank you so much for coming out. Once again, the theme for tonight's show is Father's Choice, where my dad picks out my set list, most of it at least. He requested that song as well as most of the others that we played already tonight. Here's an old song that he wanted to hear. This is Neil Young's Old Man. Look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two. Love lost such a cause. Give me things that won't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. Take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. always look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, mean that much to you. I've been first and last, look at how the time goes past, but I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want to look in my eyes and you can tell that's true. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. All right, once again, that was Old Man by Neil Young. I see Mrs. D has joined us, and don't worry about being late. That's why we keep these streams archived, so you can go back and listen to it again later. It's always good to have that. I'm going to move on with an original song that my dad requested. Once again, this is Father's Choice, where he picks the set list. And I hope you're enjoying my dad's taste in music so far tonight. I do have one more cover song that he wanted to hear. So I'll be playing that right after this one. But this is a cut off my first record. This is Lucky Man. A white wedding dress, all beauty and no mess. She says the magic words. She takes you by the hand. There's joy in her eyes again as she looks into yours. From a distance I can see, though I wish the man was me, but you're the lucky man, that you can call her yours. You're the lucky man, to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man, to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. Long ago, so it seems, she was the woman of my dreams, beautiful and kind. My dreams were wasting in the end. We never became more than friends, didn't have the guts to try. So fate never gave me a chance. So with you tonight she'll dance, 'cause you're the lucky man, to glide her across the floor. You're the lucky man, to kiss her in the morn. You're the lucky man, to tell her that you love her every day. Or so I pray, 'cause you're the lucky man. When you kiss your bride, the puzzle pieces fall into place. But before you can turn around. I've already left the church with a smile on my face. You're the lucky man. I won't disturb your home. You're the lucky man. I'll be okay on my own. You're the lucky man. Just treat her right and tell her how you feel, 'cause this is real. You're the lucky man. But you can call her yours. You're the lucky man. To carry her through the door. You're the lucky man. To have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. You're the lucky man. All right, thanks again. That was Lucky Man. I'll do 2 more songs for you, and then we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we did Father's Choice tonight, and I hope you enjoyed my dad's great taste in music. Weren't for him, I wouldn't be doing folk music. I'd probably be doing rock music because my mother's a Bruce Springsteen fan. We already did Mother's Choice for Mother's Day. But, so this is the last song that Dad requested. What's this here? Papa said, thank you for the opportunity. Always. Always a pleasure. I do take my dad's input on a lot of my music very seriously. So I'm gonna do this one here by one of my dad's favorite artists of all time, Jackson Browne. This is off of his Late for the Sky record. This is called Before the Deluge. Some of them were dreamers, some of them were fools who were making plans and thinking of the future. With the energy of the innocent, they were gathering the tools they would need to make their journey back to nature. While the sand slipped through the opening and their hands reached for the golden ring, with their hearts they turned to each other's hearts for refuge. In the troubled years that came before the deluge, some of them knew pleasure, and some of them knew pain, and for some of them it was only the moment that mattered. And on the brave and crazy wings of youth, they went flying around in the rain, and their feathers, once so fine, grew torn and tattered. And in the end they traded their tired wings for the resignation that living brings, and exchanged love's bright and fragile fragile glow for the glitter and the rouge. And in the moment they were swept before the deluge, let the music keep our spirits high. Let the buildings keep our children dry. Let creation reveal its secrets by and by. By and by. When the light that's lost within us reaches the sky. Some of them were angry at the way the earth was abused by the men who learned how to forge her beauty into power. And they struggled to protect her from them, only to be confused by the magnitude of her fury in the final hour. When the sand was gone and the time arrived, in the naked dawn only a few survived. And in attempts to understand a thing so simple and so huge, believe that they were meant to live after the deluge. Let the music keep our spirits high. Let the buildings keep our children dry. Let creation reveal its secrets by and by. By and by. When the light that's lost within us reaches the sky. All right, that was Before the Deluge by Jackson Browne. It's always great to play that song. I want to thank you guys one more time for joining us tonight. This has been Father's Choice for Father's Day, and it's always great to see you guys here with us tonight. The next time I'm going to be live streaming is on Wednesday, and it's going to be the start of a kind of a little mini-series that I'm going to be doing, and I think I'm going to call it, And What About You? Because it's going to be a lot of conversation-based stuff that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be asking you guys, depending on what show we're going to be doing, if you guys are watching anything new. You know, I'm always looking for new stuff to watch or to listen to. What kind of music or anything, or if you're reading anything, any kind of book that you can recommend to me. It's always good to, or recommend to anybody else in the chat as well. It's always great to do that. That's going to be kind of a 3-part thing, and I'm trying to have a brand new song written and ready to perform by the end of this month. The last day of the month, June 30th, is a stream day for me. And I want to have something out for you by then. See if I can write something for you. We'll see how that goes, but right now it's looking pretty good. But again, thanks very much for coming out tonight. It's always great to speak with you guys and have you here with us. I'm going to close out tonight the way I usually do, with How You Say Goodbye. Thanks again for coming out, and hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. The bases are loaded, I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this screen plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded, no room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating, the cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes in a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame. The lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times you can fit in this old room. But as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight. A swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for joining us, for joining me tonight. It's always great to see you guys and get to speak to you again. If you're new here, thanks very much for coming out with us for the first time. My name is Kyle Hancherek. I'm coming to you from Warwick, New York. If you liked what you heard tonight, please leave a like on the video and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media site you prefer. If you're interested in more of what I do, you can join my mailing list at kylehancherek.com/mailing-list. If you're interested in providing financial support, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Kyle Hancherek. It's a monthly subscription service. I have a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff and some extra content that I can put out for you there. Or if you just want to leave a one-time tip, you can go to my PayPal page, paypal.me/Kyle Hancherek. If you're not able to support in that way, don't worry about it. It's we're getting back on track, but it's still tough for a lot of us. And the next time I'll be live streaming is Wednesday, June 23rd, where we'll be doing a kind of a free-for-all, I guess, when you can ask me what kind of movies or TV shows you're watching, see if we have anything that we can recommend to each other. And we'll see what we can do along those lines. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Peace and love, you guys. Hope to see you soon.